Hey everybody, welcome back to Thingy's Tech Talk, where we talk about all things tech. I'm Jeff Bromley.
And I'm Rob Barra.
And today we're going to talk about Apple's most recent event, the
March Madness.
No.
Gives you lots of stuff.
No. What did they call
Tuesday.
it? What did they call it?
Peak performance.
Peak performance. That's right. That's right.
I don't know. I'm a little excited. I'm more excited about March Madness.
Oh.
Let's go Hall.
Oh, that's why.
That's why I'm
okay, gotcha. I should know more about this.
You should.
I graduated there too.
Yes.
But anyway, so Apple had a number of announcements yesterday. I mean, the first up was Apple TV Plus. Woo, not really.
I don't know. I mean, personally, they give it away with everything. So pretty much, if you've purchased an Apple device in the last 2 years, you probably have a free subscription to it. Even if you don't have an Apple TV, it's supported by so many different platforms, and it's really good. I mean, Ted Lasso, like best show ever.
Two thumbs up.
Season 3 just started filming. I'm psyched about Ted Lasso. But I mean, honestly, I think it's a big deal. There's rumors that Apple TV Plus might wind up with NFL Sunday Ticket. That would be incredible to see what they would do with that.
And then they're gonna have
but having some
they're gonna have Friday Night Baseball.
We'll
see whether that's a thing.
Maybe. I mean, in light of some of the streaming stuff that's been going on, this is kind of a big deal, honestly. Yeah. There's, Amazon's taking over some football stuff. A little bit of football. And, this is a big deal as we get some of those, things that are normally tied down to terrestrial networks or even the satellite into the streaming realm. So that'll be interesting to see. Honestly, if DirecTV loses Sunday Ticket, I have no idea what their business model is anymore. So we'll see what happens.
That's for the people that live in the middle of nowhere that are unable to get.
I know most people just don't even use the dish anymore. They just use DirecTV streaming.
I'm with you, but you also have people that live like on the remote peninsula of where's Detroit located?
Michigan.
Thank you. My brain just farted there for a second. But people live up there and they get no internet reception.
Right.
Well, and actually, people are trying Skylink up there.
What about Vermont?
Yeah, they don't have anything either. Good luck getting 3 megabits down.
Yeah. So anyway,
but enough about that.
Yeah. So I mean, that's honestly a big deal, but it's kind of they put it at the very beginning. It's kind of a throwaway. I understand. Yeah. With all the stuff going on with baseball, they may not actually have Friday Night Baseball. We'll see what happens.
Exactly. So Apple TV Plus, if you got a new iPhone, which believe it or not, I actually did get a new iPhone recently. So
you did?
Nice. I didn't. My wife did.
Oh, very nice.
So yeah, Merry Christmas
Somebody
to her.
did.
Yeah, not me. I'm still waiting. I'll get the iPhone 14. You'll have
this
to wait
fall?
on that. Yeah, this fall. Exactly.
It's fine. Mine's fine.
All right. So next up is iPhone. Just in time for St. Patrick's Day, but a day late. Not really.
I'm telling you, nobody's buying a green phone for St. Patrick's Day.
Come on. It would make perfect sense. If they released it on the 15th or the 16th, people would be walking around going, they have a green phone for St. Patty's Day.
Maybe. I doubt it.
Okay.
It's a nice color. It's a nice shade of green. Not going to lie. I mean, the big deal, honestly, is the iPhone SE's update. That revision is huge. There's been a lot of discussion in the media lately about, honestly, and this is ridiculous, people getting bullied because they break the iMessage chain with their little green bubbles.
Oh, that's been going around. There's people that were like, I don't want any big green bubbles in my,
This phone is targeted as a starter phone, as a switcher phone, as something that you could get into an iPhone at a lower price point. It's got great hardware in it. It's you're not missing out on anything.
So basically, it's what, an iPhone 6 with modern day components?
Something like that.
Right.
Yeah. And it has Touch ID instead of Face ID. Yeah. So that's some people actually prefer that.
Well, honestly. Some people don't want to spend $1,000 or $1,200 or they don't want to amortize the phone over 2 years, so they just buy it outright. And $1,200 out of pocket is
it's a big chunk of money.
That's a big chunk of change.
It's a big chunk of change to be spending every year on something. That's obviously going to be a big thing for Apple in emerging markets. You're going to see them, I'm sure 6 months from now, we're going to hear all sorts of stories about them selling the most iPhones they've ever sold and blah, blah, blah.
But for younger kids, trust me, I've held out as long as I possibly could to get my daughter a phone. She got hand-me-downs for a number of years, and then finally the 7 Plus, the voice chipset in it went bad, and I'm like, well, I'm not repairing this, and that would have been a great option to get her into the iPhone and onto the Apple platform with all the securities that come along with it versus going, you're the only one in the family with an Android.
Oh, she is?
No, she's not. Right. But I mean, that's, you don't want to be that. You don't want to be that kid that's the odd one out. So
Well, I mean, Android users certainly have their reasoning.
Yes.
And, that's fine. But, if it makes a lot of business sense to release a phone with that feature set at that price point, it'll probably be heavily subsidized by the carriers, and it'll be the thing you get for free when you sign up for a 3-year contract or whatever.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get one for Carter.
Anyhow,
because he's chirping about that.
iPad. From a business perspective, this is huge. iPad Air is typically for the companies that want pro features at a lower price point, don't want to invest in the pro or don't want to have the footprint of that larger device. The iPad Air has always been the business device or the business class device. This thing looks like an absolute powerhouse.
It's gonna scream.
Yeah.
Well, they instead of putting an A15 Bionic chip in it, they just were like, here's the M1.
Yeah. So it's got literally, and we've talked about this before. I actually did get the new M1 Pro laptop, so I'm pretty happy about that. Maybe we'll talk about that in the subsequent tech talk. But it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's really, again, from a price point perspective, from a feature perspective, software, all that kind of stuff. They're going after Microsoft Surface tablets and things like that.
Absolutely.
So it's great. It's going to be a great device for business. And again, 5G being included. The connectivity that it's going to offer. A whole host of applications are going to be really revolutionized with this device. I think.
We were in the Apple Store this past weekend, and Carter looked at the new iPad Pro, and it had the Magic Stand or whatever the heck it is, which they've made dramatic improvements on. The thing actually like locks in place, and it'll sit at certain angles. The old one used to just fall over.
It just fell apart.
But it had the trackpad on it, and he's like, "Ooh, this is cool," and he's like, Dad, I want to hook up because he has a newer iPad Air, and he's like, Dad, I want to hook a mouse up to it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah.
So now he's running around with an old iPad with a Magic Mouse going, can we hook this up?
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, when you look at it from the perspective of certain gamers and things like that, the M1, the same processor being in the laptop that's in the iPad, and the software that's going to be running on it, you're going to have a lot of gaming applications, especially now that you can hook up a mouse and keyboard to it.
Yeah, they're going after the Switch. They're going after this. They're going after Nintendo. They're going after Xbox. They're slowly eroding
at playing a completely different game.
You think
so? Honestly, I do. Yes.
Okay.
Just like they have tremendous graphics capabilities in the Studio Pro that we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
But they're not going after the PC gaming market because they just they port DirectX to it. Sure.
Oh, wait until we talk about the Mac Studio. They're going after the gaming market.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
There's a lot of money to be made there.
Oh yeah, there is. Absolutely. But enough about the iPad. It looks really cool. $600. Yeah, it's a pretty good price point if you don't want to spend $1,000 for, let's say, a Lenovo tablet or a Microsoft tablet. And to be quite honest with you, I'd rather have an iPad anyway.
Right.
So, all right. So
did he even talk about the battery life on the thing?
No.
Yeah.
No. They didn't show a graph saying it was 2 times better than it was before, like they always do.
The entire thing is a battery.
Yes.
All right. So that's enough of our rambling for the Apple peak performance tech talk. Again, hopefully wherever you are in the world, you are safe and healthy. Our thoughts and prayers are with you, and stay safe out there and go Hall. Hazard Z forward.
So for this episode of Tech Talk, I'm Jeff Bromley.
I'm Rob Barra. Take care.